see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court, for real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say, they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape. Up and down the interstate, yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on?
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Hands up. Lock in.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Howard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard from 17 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Trubisky will throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun. Express!
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Gun, gun, gun. Hey, hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey, hey.
gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Denoris Searcy in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Running with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lock in. 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And take it right at the 35. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Now he'll escape to his right, airing it out for Olsen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a first down throw for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in. Check. Ran, up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Now Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This is fielded at the goal line. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. Green.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Go. Green.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here we go. Green. Hey.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
20. Gun. Expand.
Throwing again. Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore from 10 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first, they go right back to Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They toss left to Howard, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12.
Lock in. Lock in.
Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Thomas Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeAndre Hall. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 1st down, it's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. And he Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They go with Howard again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Lock in, lock in. Man, touch.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now it's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
victory. Gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, victory. Ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, he already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to